many of you agree with that? Don't raise the debt ceiling. I went back to Washington not once, not twice, not three. I went back 4 times recently to vote no on raising the debt ceiling. And what we saw last week is the markets, unfortunately, agreed with me. Because the markets saw what happened in Washington when Obama got a $2.4 trillion check. And one thing we learned is you can't fool the markets. The politicians were busy applauding themselves. They were patting each other on the back. They were saying, didn't we do a great job? We just raised the debt ceiling and added $2.4 trillion more to the debt. How did they make you feel? Not so good, not so good, but it made them feel great. And the market said, we don't think it's a good idea. Hey, that's okay, that's commerce. We like commerce, that's all right. Don't worry about that plane overhead. But the market said, we don't like what we just saw. And so we had the 9th worst day on Wall Street in a long time, the history of the market. Can you believe it? That's what we saw. What did that lead to? The next day after that, for the first time in the history of America, the United States lost our top AAA rating, and it tumbled down to AA+. We've never seen that before. It didn't happen in the Great Depression. It didn't happen in World War II. It didn't happen when we were engaged in Korea or Vietnam or now in the Middle East or even during 9/11. But it happened under President Barack Obama. And what just happened? The markets just closed today. And the markets again tumbled 634 points today. Now, when the ratings downgrade came out last week, where was President Obama? Did he rush to the microphone to give confidence to the American people? He got in the helicopter. He took off for the weekend. We didn't hear from the president. As a matter of fact, it was about 24 hours before we even heard a statement. It was 3 days before the president faced the cameras and gave a statement. I have read his statement. Essentially what the president said is this: the markets reacted because we had a debate in Congress over whether we should raise the debt ceiling. So apparently the markets and the ratings agencies decided to punish Congress and all of you because you didn't want the debt ceiling raised. Are you kidding me? The reason why they lowered the rating is because we dumped another $2.4 trillion in debt on the backs of Americans in the next generation with no ability to figure out how to pay for it. Because guess what? To pay for it, you got to have a job. You got to have some income. We have 14 million Americans right now that are out of work. That's what we need, a president who understands how you grow the economy. Wouldn't that be a refreshing change?